How's it going, guys? Welcome to another video. Today we're looking at two ranked games that were played last week between Killa and Ashllxyy in 1v1. So Scrub has been putting up a fair few 1v1 videos on his YouTube channel, and he looks to be getting back into very good shape in ones. Ashllxyy, of course, one of the most impressive ones players of the last year, really just burst onto the scene and blew everybody's minds with what he's able to do, despite the fact that he plays with one hand, and just generally making a great name for himself as a show match player, tournament player, and all around one to watch, who continues to just make those slight improvements to his game. But let's see how he goes against Scrub. Scrub plays a very unique style of ones. It's very unique to him. He's always kind of had this ability to just pressure the ball, and there's a kickoff that I'm expecting to see more of in this video. Killa, again, innovating the kickoff game. He is the one, of course, who invented the original reliable kickoff goal in ones by getting goal side and flipping the opposite way from what most people were flipping back in the day. Most people were pushing kickoffs. Look at Scrub now, he's really mixing things up. Either that or he's had to take a quick breather there before the next goal. But to speak to Scrub's, well, I'll call it, playstyle, it's quite unique to him. I think Scrub is probably one of the players that would be quite easy to identify if you turned off the nameplates in ones. He's just very good at pressuring the ball despite being on low boost at times. He finds ways to get challenges in, and that just conditions his opponent to expect aggression coming out of him and ends up netting possessions. So look at what he's able to do when he gets possessions. Mechanically, Scrub has improved sevenfold since joining Dignitas with Joryas and Appjack. I really have to praise him for being able to elevate his game in that area. We were wondering when he joined Dig, would Joryas and Jack be learning from Scrub? Would he try and teach them his way of playing well? Actually, I think it's mostly been Scrub who's adapted to them. So wonderful to see an OG adapting to much younger, less experienced players. Oh my goodness, look at this from Ashllxyy. He's actually got a chance at this one, but not enough power on the airball shot. Killa just getting in the way of it. When Scrub plays as aggressively as he does with low boost, he actually conditions his opponent to expect those challenges, and then when Scrub has lots of boost to defend with, he fakes challenges more often. So it's kind of the opposite of what you'd expect if you're new to 1v1. You'd think that, okay, well, when you've got low boost, what's the point in challenging? You're just going to get outplayed. You might as well just go back and get boost, right? Well, not really. Scrub doesn't prefer to do that at all. He likes to stay on the ball with low boost, and he's absolutely obliterating Ashllxyy here in the final third. 3-goal difference as Ashllxyy gets demoed on his back wall there. Big kickoff by Scrub. Ashllxyy tries to bump him. Scrub holds the dodge and puts the kickoff goal on target. Really well done. Patience from Killa to shrug off that bump mid-air, save his dodge for either a goal or a recovery, whichever ends up being more useful. As another kickoff goes in for Scrub. He's running away with this game here. Ashllxyy not able to get into the game. He's just losing immediately now. And again, Killa crushes it on the outside of the ball. He's really done well here to mix up the kickoffs early in the game and then just play standard for the rest of it as he catches Ashllxyy out with another demo. 5-goal difference. Ashllxyy spawns far side. Killa tries to create an angle for himself, but he didn't have a lot of momentum or boost to work with there. Still plenty of time left in the game for Ashllxyy to work with. Wave dash to set up a side flip shot. Killa deflects it into the corner, gets demoed for his trouble, and here comes Ashllxyy with a couple of resets. Actually might not have landed that second one. Either that or he decided it wasn't worth flipping into it. Killa avoids the dunk of Ashllxyy, who was still looking for an extra play on that ball, or if not the ball, then definitely Scrub in the area. And Killa misses his rebound from distance. Not able to pick up the mid boost as he retreats back to his own half. Ashllxyy quickly grabs it and retakes to the air, but a high flick will come off the crossbar and give Killa another possession play. Ashllxyy only getting one shot for every attack at the moment. He's not consistently attacking. He's decided that he's pretty much just got to go for it with every single one of these at this kind of goal deficit. Unfortunately, his execution has been lacking. A lot of these shots are just not good enough to trouble Scrub, who spots another opening to get a challenge in, and he might get an 8th goal for himself. If he can sneak it in. Oh, he just misses it. It looked like an awkward one, but Ashllxyy able to transition straight into attack. Scrub shuts it down, and that will be game. That's actually just GG's, or GG called from Ashllxyy, and fair enough. Scrub Killa's defense looking pretty impenetrable in this first game. Ashllxyy decides to go next. Yeah, really interesting first game between these two. Scrub looking extremely clean with the mechanics. If this is 6 months ago or maybe 9, I can't remember exactly when Ashllxyy burst onto the scene, but if when Ashllxyy first came on the scene, if you asked me can Scrub hang with him mechanically, I would have said no, because Ashllxyy was really up there with the very best in the world. But Scrub Killa's mechanics have really improved. They've the simple stuff, the recoveries, the movement, very, very much improved since joining Dignitas with Jack and Joria's. And you combine that with the 1v1 experience that he's got and the new innovations that he's making to his kickoff game. Definitely Scrub back on top. But let's get into the second game here, see if Ashllxyy can fare any better than 5 Wheels Down. So we move from the darkness of Neo Tokyo to one of the brightest maps in Rocket League, but also a map that just looks brilliant in the nighttime. I was actually thinking about this the other day. I've spoken to my stream about this, but I don't know if I mentioned it on YouTube, but I love the idea of an all night maps version of every playlist. Ooh, what a shot that is to start the game. Ashllxyy from way off the backboard manages to snipe the top shelf of Scrub's net. Scrub Killa not expecting that one, I'm sure. From those positions, you've got to assume that your opponent, could put a great shot on net, but also there's a chance that they just completely miss it and you get the free goal on the counter. Ashllxyy flicks in a second as Scrub's boost runs low after the kickoff. And he's really burst into life here in the second game. Yeah, what do you guys think in the comments? If there was an all-night mode or all-night maps mode that you could just check when you queue up for a playlist, when you queue up for Rocket League, would you use it, or do you prefer a day mode? Would you like to have the ability to choose? That would be, I think, one of the best additions for me, because I much prefer the Utopia, what's it called? Utopia Dusk, I believe, to the Utopia Standard, personally. Like that's just a little food for thought there. Maybe in the future we could see that in Rocket League. Scrub Killa still trying to work his way into the game here. He does so with yet another one of these sneaky demos. Did Ashllxyy even realize Scrub was supersonic here? Maybe he didn't, because he wasn't paying attention to where Scrub was, clearly. Did not realize there was still a threat of the demo. As that kickoff again for Scrub. He doesn't overdo it, he just throws it in there every now and then to confuse his opponent, and it looks like it works the majority of the time, because when someone's not expecting this and they hit the ball straight into you with after a speed flip, they're just going to get completely blocked. It's only when somebody changes the timing of their arrival that Scrub's kickoff might be in trouble. Oh my goodness, what a save. Ashllxyy puts the ball top corner behind Scrub, who actually manages not to overcommit, but he has possibly done so here. In fact, lands on the boost in the back corner after missing mid. And it's Ashllxyy now who's trying to keep up ball pressure. Does so long enough to grab the back 100. Speaking more to that low boost versus high boost defense that we talked about in the last game, try it out yourself. If you don't have boost, try pressuring the ball. It's how you learn different positions that you can actually challenge in, and how to challenge the ball when you don't have boost. If you never try, you're never going to learn. And running away to get boost all the time, not going to teach you how to challenge, not going to teach you how to surprise your opponent. When you've got boost, it's much easier to defend. Then sometimes when you've got boost, instead of lunging in, yep, why not fake a challenge in shadow? Just start mixing it up a little bit. Be unpredictable like the high-level players are. Ashllxyy managing to force Scrub into his net after air dribbling into a 50. It's a fairly safe outcome there, even though Ashllxyy knew that he was committing hard into the play. He would force Scrub to do the same. Scrub just overestimating how much boost he had. The power on this shot is gone. Now off the sidewall with a flip to work with. Ashllxyy just barrels right through the challenge. Confident defense from the Englishman to put himself 1 goal ahead again. Let's keep an eye on Scrub's kickoff here. What's he going to go for? It's been mostly flipping to the right here. That's what he's going to go for. Ashllxyy manages to control the ball, so it's not ricocheted wildly into that sidewall. It's actually stayed quite close to it, so he can win that race. And he's going to try and control the possession now, not needing to rush himself, because he already has that 1 goal lead. Actually ends up getting a flip reset more on the side of the ball than the underside. Ends up hitting the ball more away from himself than he was able to catch up with. Scrub accepts the 1-goal gift, makes it 3-3. And again, keeping a close eye on Scrub's kickoff, doing the exact same thing. He's, you know, very, very consistent with this angle that he chooses to flip in. Just the same one that he used to dominate people with back in 2016. That's what he goes with as his bread and butter kickoff. Just getting goal side and flipping to the inside angle. What an aerial battle this is. Killa deflects it into the corner in a position that looked like an own goal was maybe going to come his way. Sees Ashllxyy turning quickly, and despite having no boost to work with, Scrub puts himself a goal ahead with a quick flick. Ashllxyy trying to surprise Scrub with the early challenge. Now trying to surprise Scrub with the delayed kickoff. Scrub Killa playing for the standard kickoff there. Actually gets it to work for himself. Now, I would have preferred to see a delayed kickoff in the diagonal spawn, as weird as it might sound, but that might counter Scrub's kickoff that he's been throwing in every now and then. There it is again. He's just trying to delay and do that reverse 45 backflip into the ball. Really using bumps and demos so well on and off the ball, or when he's in offense and in defense here. Scrub sneaking in those physical plays. Making Ashllxyy really work for every single possession, but Ashllxyy works well there. Brings it back to a 1-goal game. Confident shot in the open net. 50 seconds to go. Almost a wave dash kickoff there for Scrub. Decided not to use the dodge though. With that landing, it might have actually thrown himself into a worse position than he was already in. Scrub Killa now the one to take his time. We saw Ashllxyy doing this with a 1-goal lead earlier on in this game. Scrub for the second time in the last few seconds, and now the third time, trying to trip up Ashllxyy on his landing. Managing his boost really well here. Scrub knows that the position they're in will lead to his boost being stolen. And he's going for more demos off the ball. Eventually lands it. He had to work for that one, but he knew as long as he stayed on the inside lane there, he will catch up to Ashllxyy eventually. Ashllxyy thought he could get away. Didn't want to dribble the ball all the way into the back corner. Maybe wishes that he did now. And that's not the landing Ashllxyy was looking for. Scrub able to keep him at bay for the closing seconds here, and he might just let the ball roll. Yes, he will. Ashllxyy, I think, forfeited, because that's a GG on 1 second remaining, not 0 seconds. So it looks like Ashllxyy realized Scrub was going to forfeit here. Or did he? Because actually, I want to see, how did Ashllxyy do this? Because he's mid-flip, so he's flipped. Wow, that was extremely fast forfeit mechanics from Ashllxyy. If he's forfeited there, that's very impressive, because he flipped and then managed to end the game on 1 second in a very, very short time frame. So extremely good muscle memory for forfeit in the game there, as Scrub Killa able to take the second game in a row. Much more of a defensive display in this second one for Scrub. It was all offense. It was all control from the kickoffs in the first game. Ashllxyy able to level that out in game 2. But still, Scrub Killa very, very comfortable defending. Loves to pressure the ball. Loves to position himself in these high pressure positions that he can get out of, because he reads his opponent very well, and he likes to try and make these prediction moves, not just on the ball, but also on Ashllxyy's car, so he can get those bumps and get those demos to win possession, win goals for himself. But yeah, great to see Scrub back at the top of ones. I'm just going to check the ladder, see exactly what rank he's reached now, because I know he's been playing a fair bit recently. See how close he is to that top 10. There he is. So he's 21. He's going to be, so he's 1652. And right now you need 1685 to sneak into the top 10. So he's about 34 points off. If he gets 34 points, he'd steal Rawas's spot. Yeah, very, very stacked top 10 at the moment. Be very impressive for Scrub to be able to get back up there. With, I mean, there's so many insane players who aren't even in there. The one's ladder is just ridiculously stacked at the moment. I'm not even seeing Ashllxyy. I don't know where he is, but he's a former top 10, well, recently, many-time top 10 player, so great wins there from Scrub. And gonna hopefully see more from him in ones, despite his YouTube title is constantly telling us otherwise. Best of luck to him on the grind to that top 10. Shout out to Ashllxyy for uploading his replays to ball chasing. Really cool to be able to see his gameplay and the opponents that he's running into. We've had so many amazing 1v1 ranked look-ins thanks to him and other players who do auto-upload their replays to ball chasing. Maybe one day we're going to have the entire database to choose from, and every ranked game will be uploaded automatically onto some Psyonix website. But for now, we have to rely and thank the players who do auto-upload and do manually upload their high-level replays so that we can see who is popping off in ranked at the top level. That's all we got time for today, guys. Thanks for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed this one. And remember to swing by Scrub's YouTube channel if you haven't already. And Ashllxyy as well. Remember to support both them and their socials. And until next time, take care, everybody.